Welcome. We're excited to spend some time today talking about Mobile World Congress, MWC, in Barcelona, the excitement, the food, the energy. It should all be good. And we're definitely looking forward to spending some quality time there with about 80,000 other people. Mijo, let's start with you. Could you introduce yourself a little bit and a little bit what Infobip will be doing at MWC?
Sure, thanks, Kevin. Yes, my name is Mijo Soldin, and I'm VP of Telco Strategy and Partnership in Infobip. This means I'm in the part of the Infobip house dealing with carriers or mobile operators, fixed operators, or everything that is considered under the telco. Everything that we do with them, which means partner with them, we buy from them, we sell to them, we sell together, we innovate together. So this part of the Infobip business. Regarding the MWC, this is, I think, our 15th year of participating there. We started as a small startup, shyly just walking around. And last few years, including this one, we have like giant booth and welcoming all our partners, customers, clients, alliances like you guys on our stand. I assume later on we'll be discussing a little bit more about focus areas and everything that we are doing there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, the journey of Infobip has been amazing. The team is really doing a great job over there. It's exciting to see the growth and the opportunities there. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Haitham, how about you?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Haitham. I'm the head of sales for SpeechLogix group. We are excited about going to MWC. MWC is the show to go to. I mean, from my point of view, the 80,000 people have enough energy to sparkle go to the moon, and I believe they will have a lot of ideas. There's a lot of innovations out there. There's a lot of future technologies. I would like to go and meet my customers and maybe more prospects that they want to go ahead and boost their revenues because this is what the show is about.
Right, absolutely. So, Mijo, what is the big reveal at MWC? What's kind of the new and exciting thing that our audience should to come and take a look at?
Yeah, right. As my friend Hayden says, like that would be a great opportunity. And I would even challenge Kevin, your number 80,000. I'm betting on more. I think it will be crazy show, like growing since COVID year after year. Also, for me, super exciting there is that you basically have half of the meetings and you kind of for with what is scheduled in advance. And then the real joy is like all the meetings that you have no idea you will have, and you just meet people there, or you've been introduced and stuff like this. So it'll be great for all of us. And regarding the big reveals, we are focusing our MWC in kind of 3 areas, and you will see this on our stand. It's kind of thematically positioned. We want to emphasize our global position and our size. As you can say, the journey was really tremendous, and I don't think that anybody even who worked with us understand the scale and the growth of Infobip. We are like $2 billion company working in 70 plus countries and with some 3,700 people, and it's really worthwhile kind of reminding everybody how big in scale we are. Regarding the products and announcements, we are focusing on 3 things. One is our AI story. Everybody talks about this AI and you cannot avoid it. Our angle in AI is kind of a customer angle. We are doing the launch of our AI hub, which will be like enabling our customers who are anyhow using our platform and who will use our platforms to basically have the AI built into our products. So people should know about AI. It will be like in our products by design, and we will be showing a couple of demos and use cases how this is already in action, either in terms of customer engagement, in terms of marketing, or customer support agents and stuff like this. So this is already there, and it is alive. The second one will be around our engagement with telcos around Camara and telco APIs or 5G APIs. This is something exciting that me and my team are working already for a couple of years together with GSMA, and we have an announcement. It won't be exclusive. We already announced it on our show in Šibenik, but about launching the API and covering the whole Brazilian market together with 3 big carriers in Brazil. I think this is super important because we really see huge opportunity from one side for carriers or partners who can start really monetizing their investment into 5G and core and all this cool stuff. And on the other side, we see this great opportunity for ecosystem and developers to somehow start deeping and getting closer to the carriers. So like this technology is really kind of breaking the boundaries of complexity. And okay, there is some telco there, which is super complex. Now telco is exposing themselves with API, which means everybody can start using and utilizing. And the third one is about RCS. RCS, it's a little bit funny saying, okay, what new you have? Because people maybe don't know RCS. Right. It's probably like 17 years old or something like this. But we see really changes are happening. There's a lot of things happen this year about this. And for us, we have new products and Map Hub and stuff that will be kind of presented there, and even a few demos, a few customer cases. So RCS is truly alive. The Apple News help a lot. Google is there as well. So the number of subscribers are growing, and we are really embracing it. It becomes one of our super important channels. It's somehow SMS 2.0, meaning coverage is growing, plus all the richness that only RCS can do, even beyond all these other OTT channels. So this was a little bit in short.
Right. No, definitely a lot going on. I definitely want to circle back to on the telco APIs as we continue our conversation today. But next, Haitham, what are you showcasing at MWC? What will be your focus, and who is your target market that you're selling into?
Yeah, I mean, definitely MWC is going to be bringing whole different kind of customers. There's a lot of customers who are really focusing on how to enable services, and also how would they leverage their telco APIs deployments. And even with our platform that we call the SpeechLogix platform, it has the best of breed, to be honest. I mean, there is a lot of modules that we developed and designed specifically for providers and telcos who want to boost revenues and get services up to the door quickly. The inflection point here is that if operators and telcos wanted to pivot their revenues and pivot, they really want to have a platform that's flexible. So what we are revealing there is our CPaaS 3.0 platform that's definitely designed for operators. We have a local deployment. Our approach is a bit different. We don't use the public cloud. We rather capitalize on their own infrastructure, and we enable them to become CPaaS providers within their territories. So, working with let's say providers of CPaaS, Infobip and others, they can leverage our platform to connect their own with the Infobip and make it work in a bigger manner. So our reveals there, how would they deploy it quickly? How would we show our suite of APIs that are following the Project Camara as well? So I don't have a specific way to explain it more than I want to get them up to our booth and let's show what could be done together.
Right. No, I appreciate that. So for our audience that they may or may not know, we actually we've created working groups inside the CPaaS Acceleration Alliance. And I would say that our most popular working group is the group that's focused on telco APIs. And that group recently published a blog and And so it had some interesting points in it. One of them was really around how telco APIs can, and we think will, revolutionize, telecoms and carriers and their opportunity for growth and exposure to their network through these APIs. And so we're super excited about that. So that's clearly going to be one of the top topics at MWC. Last year, the Open Gateway Initiative was announced there, and I think really stole the spotlight as the number one big piece of news. We have so many carriers around the world that have now committed to that through Camara and OGI. So it is an exciting time. And so, Haitham, as you look at telco APIs, what is it that has SpeechLogix excited about that?
Well, I mean, the easy of deployment. I mean, if like today we have been discussing literally today about a specific deployment in the telco environment, and if the telco API, the programmable networks, is kind of standard, it will make our life easier as a vendor. So, in order for us to go and make an initiative and make the network are as programmable as possible and touchless from the enhancement point of view, it will be way easier for telcos to launch services quickly and get their revenue quicker. So in our life, in our let's say engagements and in daily basis with our customers, we deal with global customers, and each one of them, we believe if those APIs are there and they're standardized as much as possible, we could deploy within a month, not 6 months. So why? Because every time we have to reinvent the wheel. Why would we not making it as standard as possible? And I would encourage every telco to go and say, have a look at the Camara project, because this is the way to go.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. So, Mijo, I find it interesting in the sense that I think most of the general public out there, even inside our industry, thinks of Infobip as more of an OTT CPaaS, right? Where you're focused on the enterprise, you have a developer community, and so I think were surprised about your big news in Brazil, where Infobip is powering carriers and helping a whole country launch carrier-based services. It was like, wow, I didn't know that Infobip was even in that business. And here you have a whole country that has collaborated with you to make that happen. That's big news. I think this is really important for the industry. And so maybe tell us a little bit about how you engage with carriers, but I'd really like to learn what the use cases are in Brazil that allowed you to bring this collaboration together, because I think it's a really great working use case for the whole industry to understand.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, our approach to PR is maybe a little bit different. We are kind of like first make the job done and then do the PR. Unlike some who starts with the PR and then think about how to do something. So maybe this was a surprise, but actually it shouldn't be, because if you look like actually the whole history of IFWIP is kind of lean toward carriers. And if you just take the fact that we are carrying currently around 2/3 or touching the 2/3 of the overall number of mobile phones, which means 2/3 of all mobile phones in the world are somehow interacting with our platform. We have direct connect with more than 800 carriers in the world. Our strategies go direct because of the security, quality, and price performance. So this means we are already talking with at least 800. Of course, we talk with more, but actively talking. We have deployed equipment or some kind of technology regarding carriers in more than 200 of those. So we are working with those carriers for many years, and we are somehow feeling their pain, understand their problems, trying to solve some, working together and stuff. So the carrier part is kind of more or less clear. The API world, as you say, we are the leading CPaaS platform, so we know this. So we just kind of connected those two worlds. Regarding the Camara itself, we started working with GSMA a few years back. At that time, the Open Gateway, there were a couple of attempts of standardization, and I agree here with my friend its standardization is one of the keys, because with this one we've been struggling for years and working with one carrier here, one carrier there, and trying to do something, but without this alignment, just the market doesn't buy it, and I feel sorry for some of the carriers who implemented this mobile identity or identity APIs already like 5 years ago. We have countries doing this. If you don't cover the whole country, there's no interest either in developers, either in enterprises, either in hyperscalers. So you really need to standardize it, and you need to cover the whole market, and then traction is coming. So here Kamara is really helping, and for us this was just like yet another API in terms of integrating into the whole platform. The carrier side, we already have a technology there, we are present, and we can help them move fast, because for Kamara and stuff, you really need to do this 5G core, which not everybody has. So we have some technology that helps others to kind of bridge it or get signals from some other stuff, so that we can move it fast. Also, what I think it's important that CPaaS guys like SpeechLogix and us and few others can help carriers is actually in this monetization view, because carriers so far, for them this is just new. Like they need to somehow learn that whatever you do on technology side also need verification in the market. Many times it was attempts like, okay, this is the cool use case, we have a cool technology, we will sell it. It's just, you need the market verification. You need these R&D guys and developers to embrace it, and they will be those who will kind of verify, is your logic correct, or can this be really applied, and find these kind of cases where sometimes just doesn't work. And then we see ourselves as a bridge between those two worlds, like someone who knows how to monetize things, work with API, and also knows how to successfully and quickly check it. Like as already mentioned here on the call, like deployments are basically 1 or 2 sprints. So we talk about 2 or 4 weeks. Regarding the use cases, we are actually extending Brazil and started with this identity set of APIs. Brazil market is kind of super interested about those ones. So we talk about either fraud protection or identity verification. We talk about SIM swap, meaning protecting fraud if someone steals your identity. And we read all over the world, this is happening every day, because we are now with mobile phone actually living. Like, we are paying, we are, renting, we are buying, we are doing everything. And if someone steals your identity, it's really big impact. So this is one set of those. And we have a couple of APIs kind of wrapping around protecting the subscribers. We are working there together with 3 biggest operators and some fintech companies, insurance companies, and stuff like this. Also, what we are trying to do in Kamara is not just following but leading. So one of the interesting things which we realized in Brazil is like this national ID. This is something which is super important. I guess it's important in every country, and like, SSN in US or some kind of social ID everywhere. There is even super more important, because every transaction you do, even the smallest one, this ID is needed. So what we learned there, we already implemented as a non-Kamara API, but then we're trying to push it in Kamara and saying, hey guys, think about this. It's a super cool. There is a market need. There is a use case as well, and let's standardize it. So, we're trying to kind of pick up from Kamara, but also contribute back.
No, that's excellent. That's excellent. As I mentioned, I think it's a great example of what can be done, and it's just, the tip of the iceberg. And as we combine the traditional CPaaS developer community with some really cool network-based capabilities, it's a game changer. It's really interesting in how that can work. So as we look at Barcelona, I'm wondering what types of partners you're looking to work with and meet while you're in Barcelona.
Well, I mean, definitely the plan for Barcelona is to meet definitely everybody, people who are focusing on strategic areas of growth of their own operators, of their own customers, who would like to have this inflection points on making really strategic decisions for the telcos. Today, they are planning, or all those guys are looking for new innovations. They're looking for new platforms. we at SpeechLogix are trying to connect those dots. I've seen a big need, and within the industry, that they are looking to have these glues between the public providers and hyperscalers and their own infrastructure, which is most of the times are legacy infrastructures. And what we believe there is that we can help them connect these dots in between. I am looking for strategic thinkers why they would come to MWC. All those guys, they come for new ideas. They come for new ideas and intentions to grow. They are there to help.
That's great. That's great. Well, and as we've mentioned, there's at least 80,000 potential partners for you that'll be showing up there. So, Mijo, any last thoughts on expectations for Barcelona and anything that you'd like to share?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I mean, first of all, Kevin, thanks for inviting me and Infobip here on these talks. Always pleasure working with you guys and CPaaS Alliance. Regarding Barcelona, I think it will be great every year. It's bigger and better. As I mentioned already, I'm more looking forward to the meetings, which I don't know I will have. And just like, being introduced or just run into some people and stuff like this. Of course, as Haitham says, many of those of us are going there also to learn and to see what others are doing, and the new ideas are just popping up. Also, we have a lot of demos and joint presentations with our customers, because we want to expose them as well as and partners and telco partners as well. So there will be a great show, and it will be exhausting. I invite everybody who are listening this to come to the Infobip stand. We have like unofficial mingling every day at 4:00. And Kevin, you mentioned drinks. I didn't say it. So everybody are welcome.
That's awesome. That's awesome. No, I think that's always the fun part, is there's so many former colleagues, friends from the industry that we've met over the years, and you can't help it. It's hard to imagine with, I think, 8 halls and a mile from end to end, but you'll run into individuals that you haven't seen in years, and it's a great experience. So really appreciate both of you joining me today with this CPaaS talk. We will have our own booth in Hall 6. We invite everyone to come and visit us as well. We'll be doing a number of recordings. We're working, we're really focusing on this telco API space, and so I think we'll have a lot of good content and be able to meet a lot of people in that direction as well. So appreciate your time. We will see you in like 10 days, I think now, and look forward to spending some time and rubbing some shoulders and eating some good food, and the drinks are a good idea as well. So we appreciate your time, and we will see you in Barcelona.
Thank you.
See you there. Thank you, guys.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
All right.